GM, everyone. Welcome to DAOpunks Cohort 3, AMA number 3. It is July 13th. We have some cohort applicants here with us today, Orlando, Ornella, and Tony Stark. As we've done with the previous two, I'm just going to introduce them, provide a space for them to talk about themselves, the projects, why they applied, what they plan to do with the ETH if they are a grantee, etc. I'll be available to answer any questions. If you have any, feel free to ask me those at any time or afterwards. It's up to you. And we'll just start from the top and work our way down the bottom of Discord. So up first is Orlando Daoist. GM, sir, how are you? Orlando, can you hear or are you rugged? Those questions, you wonder if they can hear it.
GM, Hero, Live
Uh,
Fast. Hi everyone.
GM, sir,
Good evening from this side. Can you hear me well?
can hear you quite well. Thank you. Or at least could hear you quite well. You are gone again. I did hear a breath. Maybe Orlando will put you at the end if you want to pop in and out and see if you can fuss with the audio a bit. You were really clear for a moment, but you're certainly not available now. Okay, we're going to skip you for now, my friend. Ornella, are you ready? Out of order?
Yes, I am ready. Although my Discord has been acting a bit weird, so if I get rugged, just let me know. I'll pop back in.
No sweat, Ornella. Awesome. Well, GM to you, and the floor is yours.
Thank you, Hiro. Thank you, LiveFast and DAOpunks fam for creating these opportunities. I've been contributing in the DAO space now for 2 years, but I decided to apply for this grant because it's like a pivoting point for me. Basically, during this DAO like transition process, I've been participating in Bankus DAO in the marketing department. By being in the DAO, I also got to meet friends and participate in the Bankus Academy project through education because I had worked in the DAO like 6 months. And then one day, because I wasn't aware of all the security measures I should have taken on Discord, etc., I got scammed. I put my seed phrase in a place that I shouldn't have. I thought it was like a MetaMask pop up, and it looked pretty real. So I got scammed, and that really was a pivoting point because I said, I really love this space, the opportunities that it's given me, the community. Everyone is like pushing each other to be, better at not only skill sets, like as a person as well. But I said, this can't be it. Like, how is it possible to, how can we onboard more people if this is so fragile, right? So in my case, I said, okay, I won't let this take me down, but I will continue. But I said, okay, I just really need to understand how this works so I can onboard people in a more responsible way. And that's why I joined the Bankers Academy team. So that has really helped me like fulfill, like find my purpose and like mix the superpowers that we all have, right? Each one has different ones, and be able to put them to good use to make a higher impact and really onboard more folks to Web3. And yeah, through that, I did also have like a fiat, let's say like a last client that I did advisory for that from the music industry, because that's how I got into Web3 because of music. I had like my normal job, and then pandemic came and we couldn't do any festivals for years. So festivals and events were like the last thing that really got activated in the pandemic time. So through that rabbit hole, I was looking to do like online streaming, immersive experiences online. So I got like to Discord, and that's how I got into Web3. So from that aspect of my life. I did have like one last client that I was doing like marketing advisory for, but it got to a point that it really just didn't feel right. Like many things weren't working out, and I said I have to switch 100% back to where my spirit is right now, which is Web3 education, and also helping people in Web3 marketing. By participating in the marketing department, uh, I've been able to contribute in different ways, not only like doing marketing things, but also like training new folks on marketing. Because a lot of members that have joined the DAO are like beginners in the marketing field, or even in their like DAO working world. So it has been like a really interesting journey to see everyone's growth by building like a strong community. Now, my specific my specific how do you say, like, why do I want to apply for the grant is because I just let go of this last Web2 marketing part, and I will just stick 100% to all things Web3. And with this change, I'm looking to create content for myself for the first time, because I've been really good at marketing everything all my life, but I've been a little bit shy to like share more stories or actually share more content myself. And I think how these 2 years have changed my life in such meaningful ways, I really think needs to be told. So I'm trying to like get out of that comfort zone, and try to get comfortable in front of the camera, or put out more writing to tell the story of how Web3 and blockchain can change our lives in many different ways. So I think because when I tell this to people, they feel very inspired, but I need to like really put some content out there, so that it can help other people. I really feel that now is the moment, and now I'm like really deciding, okay, going all in, no any type of fiat income whatsoever. So I hope that the grant, if I am able to win, it would be like my launch pad to at least have like some stability, get a part of equipment, and also maybe do like onboarding sessions. And I did in the past, I did some onboarding sessions with Polygon. I was able to like get some Matic, and I onboarded like 50 people with 2 Matic each. I set up their wallets for all of them. So it's things that I've been doing, but I've been doing them for like partners and things like that. So now I would like to try it for myself, create content around it, and also share stories from contributors, because I see a lot of content from founders, like the creator of this protocol, or I don't know, different aspects of the Web3 sphere. But I don't see much content around the contributors, which in the end is what we can most relate to. I had never been part of like the startup environment, or I didn't even know, for example, what a VC was. I got to the DAO first. Then I heard about Bankless. So yeah, everyone's entry point is so different. So I really think that it's good to tell these stories of the different entry points that all of us have to Web3, because that can, be online and someone can relate to that story, and
Mm.
it can, make that person open their mind and, follow this great self-sovereign path. So that's the story. Maybe I was too long, but that's about it.
God, you're getting me motivated to join Web3 all over again, Ornella. Thank you for that. That was awesome. Love to hear your story. I've heard most of it, but not all of it. So, that was super great. Thank you for sharing with us. Do you have any questions for me or anything else you'd like to add before we move to Tony?
No, just say thank you for the DAOpunks team. Actually, when I was uh, entering Bankless DAO, it was like the launch of the DAOpunks. I didn't understand what was happening, but everyone was just like so excited. And I remember they were talking about like how they were like the models and how they were created, and I was like, what is this? So, but understanding the philosophy, right, and the why DAOpunks exists, and these, just thank you for all these opportunities. I've seen how it has helped and pushed other creators from past cohorts, so very very inspiring indeed. So yeah, just thanks for that, and good luck to all of the participants that are very brave. Everyone's very brave here.
As are you. Thank you for the kind words, and yeah, it's awesome. I mean, super impressed with this uh, application group for the cohort. Like, it's just awesome, and proud to be a DAO punk still, aren't we all? Cool. Thank you, Ornella, and GM to you, Tony Stark. How are you, sir?
GM, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you for asking. Excited to hear about why you're here, why you applied, and what's happening, sir. So the floor is yours.
Oh, thank you. Okay. I'll start. I'm Tony Stark. I'm a startup co-founder and a Web3 developer. I also own a DAO Punk. I've been actively in the Web3 space for about 2 years now. I started my Web3 journey from Bankless. During my time, or I'm still in Bankless. I've been contributing to like Bankless Africa. I helped build the website for Bankless Africa, or I led the team to build the website for Bankless Africa. I've also participated in InfoSec team. I currently I'm actively a member of like Matter team, and also helped Bankless DAO migrate their token to Optimism. So I was the dev that helped deploy that. I have also been active in other DAOs like Aragon. I participated in a couple of hackathons. The recent one, DAO Global, which we actually won the top prizes in that space, where we're bidding on Aragon OS X contract. It's a DAO framework that helps, create a better standard in deploying DAOs and coordinating humans on chain. And then I decided to build a startup with my co-founder on there to just kind of like remove some of the inefficiencies in DAO space, especially like voter apathy. We trying to like create like a delegated voting system on this platform where any DAO that deployed on it has access to this, because most times in DAOs, members are not maybe actively participating in governance, or they don't have time to really go through like every proposal, like a lot of proposals in there, so they can just delegate that to like someone that is more active or is like more invested in governance of the DAO. But also we are looking at like improving the tooling around the DAO space. So just building more tools to make it more transparent, like prevent against Sybil resistance. And I was interviewing, I think, CNET. Yes, I was actually showing the MVP, a prototype of the product to CNET, and it was speaking about something about private messaging in like in I would say in the in the delegate voting space. So we are kind of like getting feedback from like different current DAO participants to see like what are some of the pain points they go through while participating in DAO, and we are building tools to solve those problems. Um, but aside from that, I guess I've decided to like go full on into like Web3 stuff. So I started building my company, but with that, I'm taking some risks that I actually did not like factor in, like when you go full on, like, you know, building. And I decided, okay, I found this DAOpunks application, and I thought, yes, I'm a DAOpunk. I've been here for a while, contributing, but this is kind of like a transition for me, like into like passively, being invested in the DAO space and like just actively going in, like all aping in. I don't have experience with the trad corp space because I'm just like recently just got out of college, and like I'm just transitioning into the Web3 space, and I'm like, this application will be a pivotal point in like me, being able to like confidently keep building and not worrying too much about like well, I have to also do some other things on the side to get more fund. So I'm intending to take some of this fund and just put into my like rent fund, just because I don't know how long it's gonna take to finish building this MVP. I'm thinking maybe in like 3 months now I should have an MVP, but like yeah, this can be a good contribution to like me being able to sustainably finish building my product. That's why I applied to the DAOpunks grant.
Awesome, Tony. What a cool story. Like I kind of knew some of that as well, like Ornella, but not a lot. And as an OP fan, like thank you for migrating the bank token to Optimism. So I have migrated a bunch of bank over there as well. So that's cool. Um, Anything else you'd like to add about your application, your journey, or anything else you'd like DAOPunk holders and the eventual voters to know?
No, I think that's about it for right now. And thank
Okay.
you for your time. And I appreciate the Punk community for all the awesome work they've been doing over the past, I think, 2 cohorts. And just like since the inception of Punk, I've been watching it grow. And I believe like it's I would say important space in the, I guess it has a history to Bankless DAO, but it's like I think it's just a very important space in the DAO space in general. Like at least you are helping, promote more, contributors into the DAO space, and I appreciate that.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. We'll keep doing it as long as we can. We love it, don't we? Live fast. Thank you, Tony. Orlando, are you in a better place or do you have a better connection at the moment?
Yeah, I am. Can you hear me well?
I
Good
can.
evening.
Good evening, sir. Let's get you going before you get rugged again. We can hear you now. I'm just going to turn over the platform to you, sir, and it's all yours while we have you.
All right. All right. Thank you so much for having me. I was pleasantly surprised when I got the email and the notification on the Discord concerning the AMAs. I wasn't able to join the past couple of sessions. I think the past 2 sessions. So, but here I am. Um, yeah. So, I'm meant to give some background about myself and why I am applying, right?
Sure, whatever you'd like to speak about, that would be great. Background about yourself, why you're applying, where you are in your Web3 journey, etc. Thanks, Orlando.
All right. Thanks for the clarification. So, where do I start? So, I've been into crypto since I think 2021. Just discovered it. It was actually through a gig I got. I had to manage a crypto brand's social media page and write some copy, social media copy. So after that I kind of discovered crypto is it's not just about Bitcoin. There's Ethereum, there's the blockchain. There are so many blockchain technologies, and that was an awesome rabbit hole that I delved deeper into. And I think early last year, 2022, I decided to make the switch to writing copy full time for Web3 and crypto brands. And in the process of doing that, I got to discover DAOs. I think it was around June, and the working model and everything. It's so fascinated me, and I decided that I wanted to contribute solely to DAOs. I could work with crypto brands on the side, but that's freedom, because I've actually never had any 9 to 5 experience, like going to work physically or like even working remotely, um 9 to 5, so to say. And the DAO model, I think it's really awesome that group of people from here and there can come together for a single purpose, and they contribute and make something. They create magic or something. One of the first DAOs I joined was Bankless. It's kind of the go-to DAO for anybody who wants to join DAOs and contribute, I think. I got started on I think through the Writers Guild because I'm a writer, and I I did some contributions. I think the writers cohorts, the two writers cohorts, when I was around, I participated. Had to do with getting rid of this fear of publishing, like as a writer, and yeah, it did help me a lot because I wrote a lot of articles and expanded on a couple of ideas I had for a while. So yeah, apart from that, I did some contributions to I think the roll up and the weekly roll up and the seasonal roll up. I can't really remember. So, anyways, um, I got started contributing to other DAOs. Some that come to mind: Matrix DAO, Valley DAO, some organizations that are DAO like but not DAOs, so to say. I think SCRF, you may know of it, Smart Contract Research Forum. Um, yeah, I so the main reason why I am applying to DAOpunks because I've actually been on the DAOpunks Discord for a while now. I've through Bankless because Bankless do feature DAOpunks content sometimes, so I got to find out about DAOpunks, and I really like the mission. Financing or funding people's transition to fully to escape from the corporate lifestyle and fully transition to working in DAOs. Although when I found out about DAO punks, I didn't really need to apply, and I wasn't really sure about how to go about it. So I just hung around in the Discord and all. So, but yeah, like I said, the reason why I'm going for this application is to get stability, mainly stability. So while I write copy for Web3 crypto brands, I contribute to DAOs. Currently contributing to Indie DAO, by the way. While I write copy, I think my main dream is to actually become a smart contract auditor, a Web3 auditor. And the reason why that is because there are a lot of hacks in this space. Um, since 2021, I've been into crypto. It's like every single month or every single week, someone somewhere or a protocol somewhere is losing money. And I decided to see code, Web3 code, and the rest of it. So, but one thing I have noticed is it's pretty hard to learn when you're not stable, especially financially. Um, I don't know whether anyone has noticed, but for me personally, the job market in this 2023, getting jobs, gigs, contributions, paid contributions, it's been really, really low compared to recent years. I've been although I've gotten a couple of gigs here and there, to keep body and soul together, but it's really been brutal to learn something as intensive as I could, in my opinion, why they are not as why they have to think about what to eat, how to pay rent and the rest of it. So that's like the main reason why I want to or I'm applying for DAO punks to because I believe that getting um um the money would give me that stability that I need to learn. But apart from learning, I also want to create content concerning onboarding related content because I've actually been doing that. I used to talk with people I know in real life or people that I meet because I stay in a school environment, a university here in the eastern part of Nigeria. So I like whenever I did go out, I would talk with people. Um, if they had any challenges, maybe involving receiving money or payments from clients, because it's really tricky getting dollar payments here in Nigeria. So I could suggest they use crypto, suggest the blockchain. If they need to open a wallet, it's quite easy. Show them how to do that, both physically and virtually, and also talk about leading blockchain technologies and how people can like take advantage of it, you know. And in the past, I did some normie education, kind of explaining blockchain concepts and the rest of it. So, but this time around, I would like to create content specifically for security specific content. One of the ideas I have is a security podcast where while I'm learning, I get to talk with auditors. I ask them questions that I have that I believe others would also have. I could also reach out to security company founders and get them on the podcast, talk with them, and put the content out there, maybe in also in written form after transcribing it. Um, so yeah, I would say I've been a DAO punk since June last year because my main source of income has been contributing to DAOs and helping them to reach their goals and missions. Like I said, I've never really worked in any corporate organization. I actually don't like the idea of doing that. I love the freedom that I have. I love the fact that um like I said, currently I work with Indie DAO, or I contribute to Indie DAO. I love the fact that I get to get tasks assigned to me, and I give, so to say, a deadline to myself. And like I set the times, I set I'm kind of, or I'm really in control of my time and freedom, so to say. And yeah, that's basically it. I would love to have stability while I'm learning how to secure smart contracts. And yeah, that's the reason why I'm applying. So thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Orlando Taoist. It's interesting. No TradFi, no traditional corp work. I have very little as well. So stick at it, sir. You can do it. Way to stay strong. Um, awesome. Do you have any questions for me, Orlando, before we conclude this third AMA?
Um, no particular questions. It's just if, because like I said, I missed the previous meetings. If there's any info that I should know, please do share.
Sure.
That's all.
No, you are good, and you can watch the recordings from the prior two AMAs as well, just to double check. But no, there's nothing more for you to know really apart from what's been shared otherwise. And so the next steps really are just to do one more AMA on Saturday, and then again do that kind of like informal roundtable, which will be cool. And then the snapshot goes up next week, and then it's just a function of kind of hanging tight, crossing your fingers, rallying support, whatever one does as a grantee, so or as a potential grantee. So cool. Well, Ornella or Tony, do you guys have any questions for us?
No, not from my side.
I also do not have a question right now.
Okay, thanks, Tony and Ornella. And with that, I think that concludes the third AMA for cohort number three. You'll be able to find this recording up on YouTube shortly. And we thank Orlando, Ornella, and Tony for being with us today. And of course, Live Fast, Stalwart, as always, for also being here. Thanks for your support. And excited to be here on Saturday. Hopefully, you can all join us. I know it's late for some of y'all in Europe and Africa, but it's at 10 p.m. UTC. I think the conversion is right. I'll try not to screw it up. It's in the Discord to double check. But for that last AMA and roundtable. So hopefully see you then. If not, thank you so much for being here. And we'll see you all around Web3. Cheers, my friends.
Cheers. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day, evening, morning.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. Are you still recording, Miro?